Konnichiwa. Hello. And we are here today. We out here. We are going to be reading a story. A story time. Special thank you for letting me special thank you to Bookwalker for letting me read this very interesting light novel called VTuber Legend: How I Went Viral After Forgetting to Turn Off My Stream. Are we reading your fanfics after this? No. No, today is not that day. And yeah, I wonder if you guys notice anything different about the microphone, because I am using GoXLR for immersive reading. And also, I would... Is it like a good different? Hey, if a book title is long, that means it's gonna be good. So, yeah. I'm pretty excited. And you guys can also keep along with the story by checking out the links below. And you can use code Kronii. Oh wait, I can use this. You can use code Kronii on Bookwalker to get 600 yen off if you're a new reader. Oh my goodness, what a deal, right? Oh my goodness. Get it right now. And you too can read along with the story. That is like $5 off. Oh man, what a deal. What a deal! Okay. So, with that, shall we get started with the reading? Yeah. Give me 1 second. Testing out the little stuff. Okay. And ooh. Yes. Hello. Oh yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah. Audio seems a little loud. Oh, is that the case? We can fix that for immersive reading. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let us begin. And we'll be reading chapter 1, the prologue, and then chapter 1. Okay. Prologue.
Thank you for tuning in again. Thank you for tuning in again today, everyone. Let's meet again when the light snow falls. Oh, thank you. Another fun stream. You've been streaming every day, though. How much light snow are we gonna get? Light snow every day, the most gentle weather anomaly ever.
Once the flow of comments tapered off, I ended the stream. Huh? It seemed like my PC was frozen. Something must be wrong, I thought. Come on. I clicked away at my mouse, but there was no response. I wasn't great with computers, so I didn't know what I was supposed to do in this kind of situation. Oh? Though I still had no clue what was going on, it looked like the stream window had closed, at least. Good. Good. With a sigh, I stood up and walked across my apartment, where I lived alone, to the refrigerator. As I did, my mind made the complete changeover from the VTuber named Yuki Kokorone to the 20-year-old unemployed woman named Yuki Tanaka. Oh. Yes, unemployed. I'm not a uni student, nor do I even have a part-time job, so I'm a genuine NEET. Please don't look at me so coldly. I have a good reason for it. Right out of high school, I'd gone to work for a company that had turned out to be one of those totally exploitative ones you'd hear about occasionally. Day in, day out, they'd run me ragged. That job had been my first taste of adulthood, and it had already drained all the light from my eyes. Yeah, that's how it's like, work. The only mental support I'd had through it all had been the gorgeous VTubers of VTuber, now one of the leading VTuber management companies in Japan. VTuber. Interesting. In the chaotic realm of VTubers, every streamer developed their own beautifully vivid world. One look at that realm, and I'd been hooked. I'd started using my already limited free time to keep tuning in every day. Gradually, I'd become so absorbed that it had turned into my only reason for living. Is that some of you, chat? Still, though I'd managed to hang on with my paltry income, life had been whittling me down. In the thrall of overwork, the light in my eyes had faded until they'd essentially become black holes. When what should have graced me but a piece of news to brighten them right up? Hey, I'm perfectly secure. That's good. Not quite, but close. I see. Ooh.
Live on, now recruiting members for the 3rd generation.
Frankly, I figured it was impossible. I'd been so nervous when I'd gone for the interview that I still didn't remember what I'd said to them. But in yet another bout of divine trickery, perhaps, I'd somehow actually gotten the part. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. But in yet another bout of divine trickery, perhaps I'd somehow actually gotten the part. I was given a new alter ego, Yuki Kokorone, a poetic name. The first is written with the characters for Light Snow, and the last is a combination of the characters for Heart and Music Note. My avatar was tall for a girl, with straight waist-length black hair, pale white skin, and attention-grabbing light purple eyes, suggesting that something more lay just beneath the surface. And to really make those beautiful, mysterious visuals pop, she wore a noble-style dress whose whites and blues seamlessly harmonized with one another. My manager had told me... My manager had told me the illustrator had used me as a model when creating her. I certainly don't think I'm anywhere near as ready. Hey, where's your confidence, girl? Anyway, after getting into the 3rd generation, I immediately quit my job. I was sure a lot of people would say that had been a pretty hasty decision, but VTubers are busy people. Not much choice there, eh? That was a lie, I'm sorry. I just couldn't work in such an exploitative environment for any longer. My shitty mentality just wasn't strong enough to hack it. But I'll do so many streams as a VTuber and I'll get a ton of fans and bask in the glorious monetization, woohoo! That had at least been what I thought back then. Back when I still believed I could make that obviously ambitious dream a reality. To be perfectly blunt, I hadn't gotten popular. Seriously, I hadn't.
I'd have to solve that problem before worrying about getting monetized. It had already been 3 months since my debut, but I had only half the channel subscribers and live stream audience compared to the other streamers who debuted alongside me. In fact, the more time went by, the more my numbers dwindled. Oh, Kronii, you're popular. Hey, why are you projecting me? I called myself a NEET earlier, and I know some people might wonder how a corporate VTuber could qualify for that title. However, in LiveEN, while you, the streamer, receive a large share of the super chats, that doesn't mean your income is anywhere close to stable. And given my current popularity, the super chat option wasn't even available to begin with. I'd been managing to keep myself afloat with all the money that my penny pinching tendencies had forced me to save during my days working in my old office job. Stop saying sorry. Why are you pitying me? I'm doing amazing. Shut up. Maybe I just don't have enough oomph. My manager was always telling me to be myself a little more, but what did she even want from me? And what does she mean, be yourself? How do you know who I really am? Did I do something crazy during that interview? I got a headache whenever I thought about it all. The impending doom of my savings was mentally taxing enough already. Actually, I had a second weapon for soothing my aches and pains other than VTubers, and it was hidden right here in this refrigerator. I can't live without it anymore. A monstrous beverage. It had been created for the sole purpose of getting you drunk. It would wipe away all your exhaustion in the blink of an eye. That's right! Strong! I walked back to the desk I'd been using to stream and sent the nice chilled fruity chew high, washing through my body. Whew! Kampai! I don't even know if this stuff tastes good anymore, but I'm at a point where I can't end my day without having one. Actually drinking. And I'd never held my booze that well, so I got drunk right away. It's super cheap and gets you slammed. Stro Zero is the best. Not sponsored by Stro Zero. That's good. Now I'm feeling better. It's like my inner power is being released, and I love it. I frickin' love it. I'd do anything for a can of this stuff. Even work for an underground empire for unreasonable pay. Kaiji drank beer, but what about Stro Zero? I started talking to myself like I had an IQ of precisely 3. Awa-yuki always spoke in a very prim and proper way, fitting for a young gentle woman, but all traces of her was completely gone now. I carried on with my non-stop drinking and emptied the 350 milliliter can in the blink of an eye, but my body was too far gone. This wasn't enough to satisfy it. I already had a hand on the second can I'd brought with me from the fridge, and... Whew, that's the good stuff! God, I love the sound of cracking open a tall one with the boys. That's right. In my thirst for booze, I grabbed the most devilish of all inventions, a tall can. Okay, I see where this is going. It's not good. Oh no. More audible gulps came as I, Yuki, downed that one too. It was too bad that I had to be so proper and ladylike all day at work. Awesome! Time to tune into my fellow third-geners! Woohoo! It didn't take long before I started feeling good, and since today's stream from Hikari Matsuria, a streamer in the same generation as me, had been archived, I started watching that. I still hadn't ever actually met Hikarichan, but she's been super nice to me ever since her debut, even though my lame strains were nothing to write home about. Seriously, she was such a good girl, an angel. I love her. Her character was an energetic 16-year-old, fairly short, and had this unique full-face smile that always made me want to laugh along with her. Plus, her strains were always these explosions of brilliance, every bit as joyful as her appearance, and fitting for the Matsuri part of her name, which meant festival. Matsuri-senpai. She got a ton of comments too, and the way she laudably committed herself to the VTuber life earned her plenty of fan adoration. At this point, she was like the beating heart of the 3rd gen. I'd done a few collab streams with her, but how should I put this? She was like purity and innocence personified. I totally ended up feeling like I was her mother. My face and tone grew super serious as I said aloud, "Yes, I will be her mommy." I apparently had a habit of talking to myself more than usual while drunk, or rather the words in my brain just ignored all filters and came out of my mouth as is. I was normally shy in front of strangers, and I very seldom drank with anyone else, so while it hadn't caused me any problems yet, it did make things dicey. Not that I could stop drinking Stro Zero even if I tried. I really just can't do it, seriously. I watched the stream, laughing uproariously throughout without a shred of class. Hikari was playing a video game for the stream called Wiener Legend. Wiener Legend? Oh my goodness. Fittingly subtitled Densetsu. In the game, you fought other players using wieners stuck on forks as swords. This is safe? It really gave you a sense for how crazy the developer must be. And well, the theme of the game being what it was, most of the players had these awful dirty jokes and puns for usernames. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. What do you mean Subaru Senpai plays this? No. Holy kills me. LMAO! That doesn't even have anything to do with wieners! LOL! I was riding that chew high, baby. Meaning even the stupidest, most vulgar jokes were hysterical to me. Oh, and the craziest part of the stream was that Hikarichan was so pure that she'd just say all of them out loud. Since she didn't know dirty jokes at all, except for the super obvious ones. She's catnip for the kind of pervert who thinks of himself as a gentleman. Hell? Why am I so... What? I laughed. I'm supposed to be your mommy here, but I'm so hard watching your stream. I finished up watching the video, laughing my ass off the entire time. Man, her strains were godlike, and she was just amazing. I could see why she'd gotten popular. No reason she wouldn't have. Compared to her, I'm just... But it's getting late, so maybe I'll just watch Chamichan's stream and go to bed. Reality can really make you sad at 2 in the morning. A lot of things can make you sad at 2 in the morning. I started up another archive stream from one of the other Gen 3 streamers named Chami Yanagase. Chami-chan went in a different direction with her content than other VTubers, mainly focusing on a variety of ASMR streams. Oh! Fun, huh? And coming from that lady with such a voluptuous, attention-grabbing body and that short blonde hair and those blue eyes, it was amazing. kept her soft voice mostly emotionless. Oh, it ain't Fauna. Fauna's much more cute. Which really made me sleepy. I doubted any VTuber could compete with her when it came to putting people to sleep. That I agree. She'd apparently done one of her ear cleaning streams today. With how drunk I was, that was definitely gonna knock me out. Ah, crap. This stream is just as addictive as Stro Zero is. Why is she so into Stro Zero? A powerful drowsiness washed over me almost immediately, and I was fast asleep within moments. And there I was, snoring loudly, completely unaware that my smartphone was ringing off the hook. As the scorching sunlight of a clear morning shone on my eyes, I awakened. Ugh. Oh, crap. I think I'm gonna barf. Stro Zero is fun when you're drinking, but the hangovers are the worst. I wish they'd do something about that. Not that I'd ever stop drinking. This was what I woke up to every day at this point. My morning hellscapes had become routine. Changing it up now would be worse for me anyway. Yeah. If I said something like that on stream, all the comments would be like, ah? That would never happen though. I put too much emphasis on being say-so. Clean and pure during my streams. I never drank on them. Huh? Just as I finally convinced myself to stand up and get some water or something, I heard my smartphone ringtone going off. This early? Oh no, gonna get bonked by the manager. Apparently it was from my manager, Suzuki-san. She was one of the younger managers at VTuber, going on 24 this year. Her straightforward attitude of always tackling everything head-on, no matter how troublesome, was what had landed her that managerial position. Rumor had it she was first in line for moving up even further in VTuber too. She had to wear it counting. She always fussed over my personal life so that I could focus on my streaming. And my screaming. I owed her a lot at this point. In fact, she had specifically requested to be my manager according to her. When I asked why, her reply had been this.
Well, I just felt like I'd be the only one who could possibly keep up with you, Yuki-san.
It was incomprehensible to me. She both looked and acted like an athletic, outdoorsy type of person. Was there something my indoor nature was blinding me to? Hello?
Oh, Yuki-san! Thank goodness you picked up.
I wonder what's wrong, I thought. In contrast to my listless grunt, Suzuki-san's voice was audibly panicked. I asked, what's going on?
Shh! Don't talk. We can't have any personal information of yours getting out, so I need you to say as little as possible.
And I need you to listen to what I'm about to say as calmly as you can. Huh? Whatever it was, it had made Suzuki-san cut me off mid-sentence. And if I'd been half asleep before, the danger in the term personal information solved that problem quite handily. Wait, have I done something awful without realizing it? Listen to me calmly, alright? She paused. Oh no. Then finally said, turn off your stream. 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 The words looped endlessly in my mind. Oh boy. Forgetting to turn off your stream at worst could reveal personal information. It was one of the things VTubers had to be very careful about. But that problem actually hit another more devilish one. And for better or worse, since I'd spent way too much time watching VTuber streams, I knew exactly what it was. Oh man, that is bad. Oh dear. Oh dear. Always remember to turn off your stream. You guessed it. Whether or not any potentially harmful personal information gets out, usually when someone forgets to end their stream, the viewers get to hear them out of character. VTubers roleplay as their own characters, their avatars. Oh no, the fourth wall! No, cover your eyes! So the audience pretty much never gets to witness how they actually speak or act. Such a rare exposure of my true self could only mean that the viewers would start bullying me and attacking me relentlessly. An electrifying dread shot through me. Immediately, the problems my PC had been having when I tried to end the stream yesterday flashed through my mind. I opened the streaming window on my computer as I broke out in a cold sweat all over. And there I saw...
Morning! Are you watching? Love your strong drinking stream. It was so different from how you usually are that it went way past regular Gap Moe into something totally new. Like snow! Great! It's finally time for you and I to be Hikarichan's loving and a girl who compared Straw Zero to her Gen Mate's ASMR streams. I have witnessed blood. This stream was literally the smart and VTuber history! Like, some of the self-professed hearing wholesome VTubers end up being like this. My sides were literally in orbit. You were just acting so genuine I can't bring myself to hate you, LMAO! This, and now I want to drink Straw Zero with you.
What the? No! The stream came out involuntarily. Despite the early morning hour, the comment section was scrolling so fast I couldn't keep up with it. More importantly, my viewer count was way higher than my average right now. In fact, when I looked more closely, my subscriber count was in line with the others in the third gen. Oh, actually. With the rate it was increasing, it would soon exceed those. Ah, crud. This was giving me a headache.
Congrats on #1 trending worldwide! The girl who took over the world just by drinking Straw Zero at her computer!
#1 worldwide? Victory Royale? Frantically, I checked the trending rankings on Cheaper, the most used social media site in Japan. I couldn't believe my eyes, but there it was. The name Aoyuki Kokorone at first place in the world. Not even just Japan, with a hashtag accidentally live a little below that. I gotta hand it to you, Yuki-san, continued my manager. Ever since seeing your interview, I'd always been prepared for when you finally snapped, but I never thought it would be you forgetting to turn off your stream. I should have expected a curveball from you. I'll redouble my efforts to support you from now on. Too much was happening. Suzuki-san's words didn't reach my mind. Actually, the hangover combined with my head not processing anything was making me feel pretty sick. Oh, this is bad. This noise was too dirty to express in writing. Finally, while vomiting, I managed to push the stop streaming button. Oh my goodness, she vomited on stream. Oh god. The stream became a legend. Both because I'd forgotten to turn it off and because of the way I had turned it off. It would go down in history as the stream that ended with a barf. It started out with a barf. How did it end up like this? But yeah. Man, I would hate that. I mean, forgetting to turn off my stream wouldn't be so bad, but ending it with a barf, yeah, that would be a little embarrassing. Let's comp high. I think just a little. Okay, chapter 1, solo stream. Once the incident with me forgetting to turn off the stream was over, I gave Suzuki-san a call back to apologize. Even though my computer issues had been what had kicked everything off, it was entirely my responsibility for having exposed my shameful conduct to the public. If she told me to take a break from streaming, I would understand. I was prepared to correct the wretchedness of the old drunk inside me. I was actually ready to stop drinking Stro Zero entirely. Wow, that's dedication. Even though it now ranked alongside blood and water in importance to my survival. However, the answer waiting for me was the opposite of what I'd expected. Oh, well, Suzuki-san said, I'd certainly like you to never forget to end your stream again, but drinking is absolutely fine. Huh? Wait, why is it absolutely fine? You know what I did. Don't you? This was a huge blunder. It goes way beyond ruining my character. We're basically talking about Gandhi turning into the king of blood splattering and flesh scattering street fights here. Oh, given who you are, Yuki-san, that was well within the company's expectations. Huh? I repeated. What was she even on about? The company? Sure. People said most of live-on streamers marched to the beat of their own drums, with some even calling it a hangout or hot pot for some real crazy types. But that incident was well within expectations? That is almost rude. Actually, during your interview when we were recruiting for the 3rd gen, you were nothing like your character. Suzuki-san replied. Don't you remember? What do you mean? Did I do something terrible during the interview? Huh? You really don't remember? You landed with such an impact that ever since, it's been very strange to see you act so normally. Oh, she attended the interview drunk. Maybe. But it's been 3 whole months since the interview. Why are you only bringing this up now? And I thought for sure, continued my manager, that you were acting so wholesome precisely to overturn everyone's expectations later down the road. I wasn't. But to me, you're just as chaotic as Yujiro Hama and Heihachi Edojima. Great. I remember literally 0 of what I'd done during my interview, since I'd been so nervous, but to be compared to insane shonen manga characters like that, I must have really done something. But at the same time, I finally had my answer to a mystery that had been plaguing me ever since I joined live-on, of why I'd been selected at all. Those live-on jerks only picked me because I was a terrible danger to myself and others, and they thought it was funny! I'm just surprised you'd pick such an obvious time bomb, I managed to reply. Oh, we actually had to put a lot of time and thought into it, you know. But our selection standards here at live-on state that streamers must be people who can really shine. And we felt that from you, Yuki-san. I don't feel like I'm shining. I feel like I'm covered in nasty mud water. Oh, you're shining. Your character, Aoyuki Kokorone, is the center of attention now. The shock was a bit much, true, and we are seeing a few critical comments here and there, but it hasn't escalated into flaming. That did surprise me, actually. To tell the truth, after all that, I'd done a fearful little search on myself on the internet. While there was plenty of teasing and making fun, there was a surprising lack of remarks that could be taken as slander. In fact, most people were excited to see my next stream, even if it was mostly a joke for some. Making an apology video. I am sorry. I am sorry for doing this. I am sorry for what happened. It's not a reflection of my character.
That means that regardless of what you really like, Suzuki-san went on, a lot of people are watching you now because you interest and attract them.
Is that right?
Otherwise, they wouldn't be waiting for your next stream, would they? I'll be sure to watch all of your streams from now on. And if you ever really go too far, I'll stop you. So why not try coming out of your shell for once?
My shell.
I promise it'll turn out well, and besides, you're already past the point of no return, aren't you? If you went back to your pure say-so character for your next stream, the level of weirdness for everyone watching would pierce the heavens.
Really hitting me where it hurts. Our phone call ended after that, with Suzuki-san saying she had to get back to work. But then... not 1 minute after that call ended, did my ringtone go off again. The one calling was... Hikarichan. Oh, great. I thought, this is so awkward. But I can't just ignore her. Okay. You can do this. Hello?
Oh! Good morning, Yuki-chan! And congratulations! You're the talk of the whole world! Number one! I never knew you were such a fun person normally! Hearing you act so naturally actually made me start having fun too!
Hikarichan congratulated me with the same super energetic tone she always used. And she was probably sincere too, not just someone trying to be excited for a newcomer. I could tell as much because we'd known each other since her debut. She really wasn't any different when she streamed from when she wasn't. She was always bright and optimistic. Wait, didn't that make her in virtually all respects my polar opposite?
Also, I was curious about something,
she added. Huh? What is it?
Well, I got curious earlier and watched the clips from the stream.
Uh-huh. Of course people had clipped it. LOL.
When you were watching my stream, you said you were really hard. I didn't know what it meant, so I asked my manager.
What?
And she told me it meant you were saying I was really, really charming.
What the hell was Hikari-chan's manager doing to her? Having too much fun at her expense, I bet. Oh, she must have been smirking when she told her that.
Oh, you! It made me blush.
She continued.
Let's collab again soon, okay? Bye-bye.
And with that, after leaving a storm rolling within my heart, Hikari-chan left. Right. I known it would happen. But I still felt disappointed how all the other VTubers knew about my true colors already. After that, starting with chamichan, I got DMs and calls from the other VTubers of Live-On, both from my generation and from the previous ones. Every one of them shared a sense of amusement and happiness at being able to see me act so naturally. Me being natural is being weird. It's sad. Oh man. Oh, do you guys hear a double voice? Where? I don't hear it. Okay. No double voice. Okay, good. Just checking real quick. One guy has two streams. Yeah, stop watching. Huh? Are you watching Hikarichan? Who are you watching? Now that I thought about it, maybe I'd been alienating myself from everyone else by hiding what I was really like. After thinking about everything for some reason, I feel like I've just gotten permission to live my life freely. Anyway, owing to all that, right now I was... Let's do this. The can opened with that delightful sound. You have a problem. I couldn't really wrap my head around anything anyway, so I decided to just leave it all by the wayside. We're starting the stream now, woohoo!
She's here!
Number
one in the world is streaming. Man, it's starting the stream now.
Huh? Who's this? Is this strong blizzard streak I heard about?
You make her sound like a pro wrestler. She's literally not sorry at all.
The comment section scrolled by faster than I'd ever seen it go before. This is sweet. I'd rate this pleasure at about 3 cans of Stro Zero. Actually, I was pretty sorry about it, honest. I'll never forget to end my streams again. I'm really sorry, everyone.
Wait, is someone different behind the screen now? I know that model anyway, but she's not the one talking. Is she? Oh, yeah, I did. Stop there.
I laughed so hard when that one alcoholic viewer calling himself a sound sommelier knew it was a Stro Zero can opening, and then he made the comment about the underground empire right after.
Wait, so you're not sorry about the booze?
Well, I plan to stop with the booze, obviously, but apparently management isn't really mad about it, so you know what? I don't care anymore.
The management must be ill. Same as always, the management is chaotic neutral, so it makes sense. The people they recruit are too.
In the end, it's just live on being live on.
Huh? What did you expect? Got one empty can here already? I'd never be able to be in front of so many people sober. My courage is absolute shit. And with that, let's crack open a tall one.
Don't give us that sound, Lamau.
Absolute shit. Say so.
Jesus, I don't know.
Now that my mind was feeling nice and dull, it was time for the finishing blow. I downed the tall can. Feels so good!
Never before. Oh no, this is wrong.
Never before has my life felt so fulfilled. And then...
Has she been taking some strange medicine lately? In a manner of speaking, it sounded so tasty when she drank it, but the last part really woke me up. Unbelievable, huh? This is the first time anyone's drunk on stream, except for when she got sloshed after forgetting to turn the stream off.
Give me back my joy. I want you to try.
Huh? What do you mean? I am pure. Just look at how graceful and ladylike my expression is. I lean the Aoyuki model way in toward the screen, close enough to actually make people fall for her. In the past, that would have triggered a parade of comments about how cute or pretty or amazing she was. However,
she's a zero attitude thinks of herself as wholesome.
But she got booze, bruv. Wasn't this straight for talking in that pretty young lady voice to soothe their weary souls?
the moment the comment section was now pandemonium, and it was just too funny to me. Things had been fun in the past, but I doubted I'd ever felt this entertained while streaming until today. Thank you, Zero. You've not only soothed my soul, but given me fun and enjoyment. I was head over heels. I'm getting married to Zero.
Huh? Is it true a VTuber just said she was getting married on stream? That girl, it could create only legends.
Are you gonna explain the whole bit where you said how hard Hikarichan was making you?
Huh? Well, I love it when girls are totally clueless. It would have been ruder not to pop a lady.
Oh my god, someone shut her mouth.
Every time she opens it, a bomb comes out. I know I'd pop one. Very realistic.
My shines.
In fact, if a man thinks a woman is charming, he should just pop one on the spot. Women love men who know what they want.
She has a point. No, she doesn't.
When I meet you, I won't hesitate to get a profess my love for you.
Do not do that. I will call the police.
What the words are all bypassing her filters.
That energy persisted as we continued our idol Zatsudan chat. This stream was fully me, unlike all the other ones. It gave me an indescribable feeling of liberation. Gradually, I found myself drawn in and started laughing from the heart a lot more instead of faking it. Man, after working in that exploitative company and living as a NEET for so long, I totally forgot how much fun it can be to talk to people. As time went on, we amped up the voltage, and I was finally fully enjoying myself reading the comments. However, the tide suddenly turned.
Hey, yeah, there's a second dinner here.
Huh? LiveOn's company was huge, now one of the front runners in Japan's VTuber management race, still in fierce competition with its rival corporations. But no matter how powerful a creature grows, it always starts out as a weak little baby. Even LiveOn originally started with a single VTuber. Ooh. It's hololive. LiveOn lore. Ooh, tasty. Plus, she'd only been born to test out how good they could get the model's movements to look. Yeah, I was thinking Sora-senpai. And they recruited the streamer herself from the employees of the still tiny LiveOn. Essentially, she was a trial product. Hey, why you call her like that? Don't say that. And so naturally, she'd been thrown into the seas of the internet with unremarkable character design. Hey, what? A sailor uniform and short black hair, neither of which could be called great design by any means, and janky motions. Going by her appearance alone, she clearly lacked anything she'd need to get popular. No, this ain't Sora-senpai. No! Apparently, only 10 people had watched her very first stream. But being a babu didn't mean she'd had no abilities, possessed of natural-born talents. She'd quickly overawed her audience. Her singing voice was so powerful and energetic that it shook your very soul. None who heard it would ever forget it. On her Zatsudan streams, she showed an incredible breadth of knowledge and unconventional ideas. Genius that made you wonder what kind of life she'd lived until now. Meanwhile, her video game streams were full of the worst luck you could possibly imagine, which always plunged her viewers into a whirlpool of laughter. You had to assume the heavens themselves had taken her viewers' side. It would not be an understatement to say that all of the VTubers currently with LiveOn had been influenced by her a lot. Despite nobody expecting anything from her, she'd sent furious waves through more than just LiveOn. She'd shaken the entire VTuber world to its core, and served as the bridge that had guided LiveOn to its future growth as a corporation. She was LiveOn's one and only first-generation VTuber, still boasting the highest number of channel subscribers to this day. Her name, Haruo Asagiri. After she'd spread LiveOn's popularity, though, it had been the 3 members of its second generation who'd really catapulted LiveOn to the top, each of whom were like densely packed bundles of sheer individuality. The first had straight crimson hair that reached her waist and a slender body that was over 180 centimeters tall. The horns coming out of her head made her look like a little devil, and her clothing spared no effort in showcasing her bombshell physique. Confronted with her dangerous charms, like those of an evil executive, the viewers had been on the edge of their seats wondering what her personality would be like. And then, on her first stream, she'd revealed that she'd used to be a sexy actress who'd specialized in yuri or lesbian content and proceeded to baffle everyone by talking about her favorite sexy actresses and sexy yuri video recommendations. Her name was Sei Utsuki. I had fond memories from back when I'd been drowning myself in VTubers of laughing myself out of my chair at just how fearlessly hard she always went. The second went all in on the cute visuals. She was a little beast girl with brown tiger pattern cat ears and a tail, and her clothes looked like a school uniform from a fantasy anime. However, she loved only the worst of games and the worst of movies, earning her the name the Filth Junkie. Hey, I think that's pretty good. This is pretty good taste. Her name was Nekoma Hirune. For whatever reason, in a world where both domestic and foreign industries were filled with wonderful video games and movies, she preferred the awful ones. The ones that could only be called stains on mankind's very history, and she frequently did interesting and hilarious commentary on them while streaming. I remembered one time during her Try Not to Laugh number 40 temporary title, playing while reading with all the feelings stream when my sides had nearly split from laughing so hard. Literally, Kronii, you think that's me? Come on, guys. No, emoji, just Emoji Movie and The Last Airbender. Come on, guys. And then came my final senpai, the exceptionally talented Shion Kaminari, who was able to keep the 3 highly individual characters I've already mentioned in check. Shion was possessed of such keen insight that people believed she could literally see emotions. Not only did she always meet her viewers' expectations, but she was always one step further, with her rock-solid stability and humor basically making her streams virtuoso performances. That was all the more apparent when, during collaborations, she would take the role of Master of Ceremonies. Although getting multiple LiveOn members together usually made for absolute insanity, Shion's mere presence was enough to set everyone's minds at ease. Oh, this is me. Oh, yeah. Is me. Oh wait. Her character was a shrine maiden with the spirit of a 9-tailed fox within her. Her visuals matched that. She had fox ears, 9 tails, mystical shrine maiden clothing, slightly drooping eyes implying just a hint of ephemerality, and black hair cut cleanly at the shoulders. Those natural features which avoided the excessive made her burst with an aura that soothed everyone who watched her. Lately, people had taken to calling her the Live-On Mom or Shion Mama, titles she had eagerly weaponized, and with such powerful weapons in hand, she was unstoppable. That was a pretty long explanation, but basically, what I wanted to say is that my 4 predecessors were basically godlike beings to me, and now the scent of a comrade brought me here. Turns out you were just as much a part of Live-On, huh? These 2 gods had deemed to descend upon my humble chat. In the past, I'd received several comments from my senpais who'd wanted to be considerate to their kohai. Each time, though, I would get so terribly nervous that I'd barely been able to stammer out my words, and it would really slow down my stream. I did at least remember what we talked about at the time, though, so while I couldn't be certain, I assumed that if I went even further beyond that level of nervousness, I'd turn into whatever it was I'd become during my 3rd gen interview. And this time, 2 of them had visited at once. That had never happened before. Normally, my brain would have gone even further beyond, no doubt about it, but, well, oh, wow. Say senpai, Shion senpai, I've always loved you lots and lots. Let's get married specifically so we can... At this point, I hadn't just gone further beyond. I'd pierced the heavens and the chat exploded into excitement at my sex-based proposal.
Huh? Huh?
You're touched in the head. You're too say-so to say.
Hold on a minute. Hey guys.
It's me. I'm back.
Hold on a minute. If you read between the lines, that means she never had sex before marriage. Doesn't that actually make her pure? I always believed in her purity.
Okay. Ah, crud. Now that 2 of the senpais I've always idolized have shown up, I don't think I could get any more excited. Oh, come on. 2 of the streamers I've always loved are right in front of me. They gave me the strength to live, you know. Of course I'd ask if they wanted to get down and dirty.
QED. Perfect logic. All this proves is that this is what happens in the end to Stro Zero addicts. If she marries Stro Zero and then drinks it, she's mixing bodily fluids with her waifu, which is literally... basically, she's asking for a polygamous marriage so she can have sex with her waifu, have it with her 2 senpais. I think I get it.
I feel like she's been really insulting toward all life somehow.
I heard someone just invited her senpais to a lesbian 3-way right after a legendary stream.
Ooh, what a coincidence. I, too, just got some info saying there was a VTuber who got brought hard with her colleagues despite having a wife named Stro Zero and made a pass at them. A story I heard is slightly different, though, which is the truth. Both of them, probably. LMFAO! This is what it means to be wholesome in the world of VTubers.
Oh, come on, guys. Quit getting carried away with it. Didn't I just say girls of honest, straightforward people? I was just putting action to my words.
A woman who walks the talk. She really is a mirror and say so. You really didn't need to put action to those words. Wait. How do the two of them feel about it? Lol. A first strike sexual reposition deck has the fastest defense out of every kind of deck, but since you stake all your resources on the very start and don't plan ahead, your matchup with the opponent's deck can make it a double-edged sword. Now what's their matchup? Doki. Blush. She did it! I can't believe it was super effective!
Hello? Police? What is even happening here?
Mommy's so confused. Would be weirder if she wasn't.
Now you've seen Aoyuki's true power. Time to cue up that one epic Gundam unicorn theme.
How can our Zero be such a braggart? Lol, I love how we're not even acknowledging her as a human anymore. Well, everyone knows you gotta fight for your own battles. Wait. So, like, this just means that someone Yuki-chan is super compatible? I wanna say danger do not mix, but yeah, that's pretty likely.
Sexoma was a fond nickname people had for Sei. Her viewers and Gen made to Sama for her because of the majestic imposing things she did on stream. But when the particularly gentlemanly stuff came out, more and more people had started calling her Sexoma. Is this how you read all her comments? No. By the by, Aoyuki-kun, I had something to ask you. What is it, Sei senpai? Oh, you know you can call me Sei-sama too, right? For real? I'm so happy! In general, after first debuting in Live-On, it was recommended to address your predecessors using the suffix senpai. Until now, I've been careful not to call her Sei-sama, even though I really wanted to. But look at this! Drink Zero and that problem was all but solved. Why, everyone should fall in love with Zero. Actually, everyone should get they think of Zero and then Okay, what did you want to know, Sei-sama? My 3 sizes? My erogenous zones? For you, I tell you anything. Wow, this is so yabai. Oh my goodness.
Is it precious? Hey? Huh? People can't even say it with a straight face when these two being who they are.
I'll ask about that off stream.
So she's just gonna ask her.
Getting back on topic, my question for you is... Oh no! What do you like best? Oh! I replied, I like it when one of the actresses clearly does not appreciate the other people's shenanigans! Oh! That does it. We're doing a collab. Get your Zero ready. Yes, your majesty! I exclaimed in an approximation of English. Time for the stream of lulz. These two are seriously the best layout.
Mom, are you alive? This is what the VTubers are, huh?
The comment section became a jungle of woos and laughing emotes. Now that a collaboration with the senpai of my dreams was set in stone, it was getting late. So I decided to end the stream. I was so happy I almost thought for a moment I was dreaming. This and everything else was all thanks to Stro Zero. So everyone, let's all stand Stro Zero. Wow. Wow, I wonder if Stro Zero is real because it's like heavy sponsors. Damn. And 3rd gen collab stream. Sure enough, once the night after the solo stream had passed and the booze had completely left my system, I stayed nestled in bed, writhing in agony. Upon waking up, I'd been groggy and also hungover, but with my brain trying not to remember the previous night's events, I'd been able to get myself upright. But after plugging in my phone and scrolling through social media... stream summary. Pop some Stro Zero right at the start.
Announced marriage to Stro Zero. Spoke passionately about using her colleague for you-know-what material. Proposing polygamous marriage to her 2 senpais. Together, this be a 3-way. Was asked preference and must be... Oh, I can't! Oh! Unless me by 1 senpai. Gave a pretty yikes answer. Then decided to do a collab with those senpais. Stro Zero. So delicious. Oh, crap. This girl is actually crazy.
After seeing all that, my mood had sunk like a destroyed battleship. It was already afternoon, but I still hadn't eaten or drunk anything. Instead, I remained firmly in bed, languishing in my suffering. Wait. I can't keep this up. Every time I try to calm down, my tomfoolery from yesterday flashes through my mind every few minutes. Wait, something is weird. Oh, so that's why, okay. Every time I try to calm down, my tomfoolery from yesterday flashes through my mind every few minutes. Someone save me. Someone release me from this embarrassment. Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. I would not do that. Suddenly a solution came to mind. One that would, without a doubt, set me free. That solution, however, happened to also be a temptation of the devil himself. One which was practically certain to lead into a new dark chapter of my life. And the sun was still looking at me dead in the face. I couldn't ever allow myself to lay hands on it at this hour. But I can hear that person calling my name. That beloved person. Shh. Alright, let's go! Time for a little gorilla collab stream! Woohoo! That has a problem. This girl has a problem. Alcohol. She's an alcoholic. Man.
She's here.
OMG, everyone's opening their cans at once, Lamau. Yeah, drink up, everyone. Actually, I've been drinking since just past noon today, so I'm all ready.
She really does throw a total curveball every time, huh?
I came here because I heard a VTuber declared a polygamous marriage to an
Inanimate object of members of the same sex. I see this must be what they call a diversified society. Sarcasm.
The laws of the say-so mean nothing. Sweet. Okay, now that we're all wrapped up, I'll announce who I'm doing the collab with. Here today with us, we have Mashiron.
Komashiro, everyone! It's me, Mashior Irodori, also called Mashiron. I thought I was coming here for Aochan stream, but now this can of Stro Zero is here and I'm super confused. Lol. Treating her kid as literal Stro.
Hello. Oh, hey, it's Mashiron. You've come on before, too. You're good friends, huh? Hey, Mashiron. Your kid has turned into a delinquent. She's making all of Japan laugh so hard that we're hyperventilating. Do something about it.
Mashiron was an illustrator in the third generation like me, who used the boyish boku as her pronoun. The third generation had 4 people in it. Me, Hikarichan, Chamichan, and Mashiron. Her character was on the short side, with white skin, short silver hair that seemed to sparkle, and blue eyes, white dragon, that practically drew you into them. Her whole appearance, including her clothes, gave her an androgynous beauty, very arousing. What? Her streams had gained popularity because of how she would talk to her viewers in a relatively low, calm voice, but with scathing words. While drawing pictures, I'd known her since not only her debut, but before it. We'd already done several collabs too, and the comment section was always quite a bit more serene than when the second geners showed up. As for why we knew each other so well, it was as one comment before mentioned. Mashiron was also my mother. Okay, I was confused. I was thinking biological mother? Your mom also does VTubing? But no, okay. Who had given me my body. That's right! Mashiron was the illustrator who'd worked on the character design for my other self, Awayuki Kokorone. Given her position, we'd naturally become friends, and now we called one another by the nicknames Mashiron and Aochan. I couldn't help being on cloud 9 now that I was going to be collaborating with my senpais in the future, so to vent some of the excitement, I'd suggested an unscheduled collab to my longtime pal Mashiron. Today, my goal is to use Mashiron to release everything I have pent up, I announced. Wait. Oh, it's Mashiron, okay. And suddenly, I'm being made into a pleasure object. I cannot conceal my shock. Actually, can someone help me?
Wow, suddenly some outrageous remarks. This girl doesn't even hesitate with someone she's had so many collabs with. Oh wow, trying to be safe so. First the alcohol, then her 2 senpais, now her 3rd gen friend. She's totally indiscriminate, Lamau. One word out of her mouth and the comments turn into an ocean of laughter, practically solving worldwide water shortages here. Was that Stream Mushroom's first time seeing her Stro Zero mode too?
It was, said Mashiron. I was pretty surprised she'd been able to hide it for so long. Well, today is special. Before, I would always drink starting at night once my stream was done. You were already asleep at that time, Mashiron. Right. Still though, once I actually saw it, it was way crazier than I'd imagined, since Awa means bubble. You're less Awa-chan and more Shua-chan now? Like the sound of how fizzy Stro Zero is. Stro Zero is very fizzy. I don't know who's talking. And so Shua-chan. Actually, from now on, whenever I'm in this mode, why don't we call me Shua-chan? I feel like I've heard that somewhere before, but, well, whatever. It's cute, so it's fine.
What is she now? A perverted Muscle-bound macho action hero?
No, she's a pervert on a high after drinking so much Stro Zero.
I get the feeling this name will stick.
Well, that's enough for an intro. I said, let's do some Costella replies today. Costella. Marshmallow. Costello is an anonymous message sending service where listeners could write their questions and such as messages to streamers. Viewers were always happy to hear you replying to their questions, and for streamers who mainly did Zatsudan streams, they were an especially effective tool for getting things more exciting, so it was one of those win-win services. I'm mainly gonna be answering the Costellas that came to me today. I explained, and I'm sure everyone's excited for it. First message! Woohoo! Woohoo.
Gotcha. So is woohoo a thing you say now? Oh, Mushroom just gave up, Lamau. Mushroom never lose hope.
Question. What's the most can of Stro Zero you've ever drank in one session? I'm gonna change the effects for chat now. Let's see.
OMG, starting out with the Stro Zero questions, I say low. Actually, I bet that's all of the Costellas.
Personally, packing other relevant ones here.
Oh, well, I don't hold my liquor that well, so I don't normally drink more than 3 cans in a day. But when I finally quit my job at that shitty exploitative company, I was so happy that I drank 1 tall can and 5 normal ones. Total of 6! That's why I'm a NEET right now. Lol.
Where do I even start with that one?
Never heard about you being a NEET before.
Well, she was basically streaming every day.
Wait, oh, that's way too much. Are you speedrunning the destruction of your liver? Are you okay the next day?
No, it was super yabai. When I woke up and tried to get out of bed, I immediately barfed and fell over again. I thought I was gonna drown myself. You're one yabai third gener.
Mushroom is at a loss.
Wait, so you not only ended your stream by barfing, you almost ended your life? Concerned.
The girl who almost died during your happy past. The girl who never stopped making Stro Zero even after he tried.
Actually, Shuwa-chan, said Mashiran, that's like really bad. And you've been drinking since noon today? Maybe you should give your liver a rest. Maybe you're right. You could ruin your health. I'd be really sad if that happened.
Hikarichan is so precious and pure. Even through a second thumb. That's probably why she's worrying. You really do love her!
That love-filled warning.
Okay, then I'll give my liver a break for all of tomorrow. That work? But you're streaming again tomorrow. I am trying to stream every day no matter what. Must be rough to be a NEET and have nothing to do all day.
I feel that.
Totally agree. Literally me.
Oh, gee, you guys!
Well, can't you just stream sober? I considered skeptical. You're funny as Shuwa-chan, but I kinda would like to see Awa-chan once in a while too. Oh, you! If you're gonna butter me up like that, well, I guess I'll just have to. Oh, thanks. Then from now on, do regular sober streams, okay? Okay! Just as planned. Huh? Did you say something? I didn't say anything.
She has it right in the palm of her hand. Hello. The legend of protecting her colleagues better from bills and laying the groundwork for incredible episodes.
Let it
This means we get more wholesome streams.
Look, Mashron, everyone is looking forward to me streaming sober.
Seems like it. I knew everyone really loved me despite everything they say. You guys don't have to be shy like that, you know? Yeah, you're right about that. Why don't we get to the next Costella?
Okay.
I'm worried about Aoyuki-chan since she's been drunk all the time lately. Are you okay? Here, you want a Stro Zero?
Yes, please.
No.
They're so in tune with each other. Mashron is scarily good at dealing with her. Sheepy, the second mom, she's gonna take after Shion. She's gonna have to rein in this beast calling her a streamer. Didn't realize we were at the circus. Hi, Mom. I've seen the chat for Shion.
What did you think of Stro Zero the first time you drank it? It was kind of, bitter and kind of ugh. Oh, that's surprising. But when we met again the day after, I simply couldn't take my eyes off her. We're still talking about Stro Zero, right? Is Stro Zero-chan your only love? You're not cheating with other strong products, are you? Actually, there were a few times when I thought about trying out other ones. Uh-huh. But, whenever I tried to buy one, her face would appear in my mind, and I wouldn't be able to do it. I see. The Stro Zero in your mind.
I'm just gonna use one voice from now on for time. Please forgive us, Professor Strozera. Wow, you for real, Strozera? This feeling, it must be love. I'm flustered.
How did you actually feel when you realized you hadn't turned off the stream? Also, I like Aoyuki-chan from before and Aoyuki-chan now. You've come this far. Now climb all the way to being the #1 VTuber of all time. Look, some warm words for you, Mashron said. Oh. Huh? Wait, why are you so ruffled? Aren't you happy about it?
Well, I was super happy about it, and that's why I'm here now, but I never got any of the straightforward encouragement before just recently, so I don't know how to react.
You sound like a real entertainer. And wait, you never thought about your responses?
I was just so happy that I went with the first thing that came to mind and stopped thinking about it.
Just like a puppy.
Is Shira-chan embarrassed? Whoa, it's like you just got surprised by the Terminator acting like he's figured out how human emotions work. Why do you sound so much like an entertainer anyway?
Well, I mean, after I forgot to turn off the stream that one time, you know how many Costellas have been Stro Zero related? Like 90%.
Whoops, sorry. So you're the culprit, and so am I. Then, getting a non-Stro Zero question in the same chance as pulling a 5-star server? I can't even hope for it. For Awa-chan, Stro Zero is like spinach for Popeye or garlic for Wario. Or so I'm insisting.
Hey, you still haven't answered the actual question. Oh, I mean, how did you feel when you realized you hadn't ended your stream? Oh, right! Felt kinda like I'd slept in way too long on the first day of high school, I guess. I see. That particular hell is easy to imagine. I wouldn't want to experience it.
Stop it! You're opening old scars! Oh god, Jordan, that's the perfect capstone to this story. Let's go to the final Castella! Oh my god, what is this? What?
Wait,
Oh no, I skipped. Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Whoopsie. Hee. How did you feel when you realized? Oh, yeah. Oh, if you're gonna mix Stro Zero, oh, that was something. Whoopsie, woohoo! If you're gonna mix Stro Zero, what would you put in it? Red Bull, Monster? I'd mix in a different flavor of Stro Zero. Speed reading Roni, I'm sorry. Teehee. Right. If you had all the money in the world, what kind of alcohol would you buy? I'd buy Stro Zero. Right. What's the strongest snack to eat with Stro Zero that makes you feel like, as long as you have it, you could drink Stro Zero forever? Stro Zero. Right. Okay, so Stro Zero is all the answers. Thank you very much.
Stro Zero, the more Stro Zero. And for that, why Stro Zero? They're so freaking insane. I love it.
She mentions Stro Zero so hard, but probably won't ever get a sponsorship since the way she drinks it is just too much like a junkie. I mean, she couldn't exactly say, "You're so good" in an official advertisement. But a name like Chamichan, wouldn't she be great in a commercial where she sinks into a pool of Stro Zero while giving a thumbs up? She'd probably go down with a full smile on her face, and then she'd drink the whole pool and come back to life.
Well, being serious here, I'm a NEET, so I have literally no money. I can't buy any energy drinks or snacks to begin with, but anyway. Now that I'm Stro Zero's girl, I wouldn't leave her side even if I had the money. And here I am, my eyes boggling at how the person who needs monetization the most was doing one of those streams that gets people banned immediately. This is making me sad, so let's go to the next Castella, woohoo! I'm marrying this girl.
I'm marrying this girl. Why? Why can't I marry her? She's such a good girl. Whenever something bad happens to me, she's right at my side to make me forget it. Like everything. She's so much fun to be around. Can't be apart from her any longer. If you don't let me marry her, we'll just elope. I'm so sad she left, taking Stro Zero with her. Stro Zero, I love you too, but I'm sorry. I love so many people that I can't marry you, and you alone. So please, think of me as only ever looking out for yourself. I'll continue to love you, all, in the future.
I couldn't stop crying at these two Castellas that combined to make a sad story. I sniffled. Wait, what?
Oh geez, someone said an entire short story. Why is the Stro Zero cat talking?
Anyway, it's pretty late, so why don't we wrap things up, Mushroom said. Oh, gotcha! Then as the perfect capstone to the stream, let's go to the final Castella. Okay, I'm excited to read this.
Yeah, that's me, man. That's, Ouro and Kronii. I'm gonna break a bit of character, I'm sorry. Sorry, man. Yeah. Stro Zero! Stro Zero! Stro Zero! Stro Zero! Oh, it feels so good. I want to sniff Stro Zero to a super kid. Oh, wait, that's not it. I want to pet it. Pet its fluffiness. Pet Stro-Zero-chan is watching me from the fridge. The second Stro-Zero-chan is speaking to me. Oh, thank goodness. Not everything in this world has abandoned me just yet. Yahoo! I'll always have Stro-Zero-chan. We did it super dry. I can do it all by myself. Oh no! It's all Stro-Zero-chan! No!
After saving the biggest flood of laughter in the comment section until the very end, we wrapped up the stream. Oh. That was so much fun. I'm supposed to not drink for the next stream, right? Well, I'm sure that'll be really easy for me. Oh, Shuachan, Mashiron-san. Before you hang up, I had something to show you. You got time? What is it? I opened the image file that Mashiron had sent me once the stream had ended. Wait, this is... do you like it? Came out pretty good, huh? The file was a rough draft for a new illustration for my character, Awayuki Kokorone. Look at that. Ooh. God. And, my usual model wore a dress that scored full marks for class, but Mashiron had drawn her wearing only a t-shirt with I Heart Stro-Zero front and center. And it was so baggy and poor-fitting that it actually kind of reminded me of Stro-Zero somehow. Plus, short shorts. Wait, whoopsie. With her face flushed from drunkenness. After the whole thing about you forgetting to turn your stream off, I drew it as fast as I could. It should be ready for you to use in stream soon. Wow, that's really quick. Usually you need a rigger and everything. Damn, they are speedy. Damn, how? This is incredible. It was so terrifyingly well done, and it fit me to a T. And above all, it's so lewd. This is so lewd. Holy short shorts, thighs, looking very respectfully at those smooth legs. Yes, I knew you'd think so. Seeing someone who normally keeps her guard up so high looking all slovenly is rousing as hell. My artistic talents just ran wild. We both laughed creepily. I knew Mashiron was part of Live-On all along. And yeah, if you guys want to read more, be sure to check out the link in the description. And remember, you can use code Kronii on Bookwalker to get a 600 yen off if you're a new reader. Yes. I know even less than you did before. Hey, no. Where can we buy it? At Bookwalker. Link in the description below. Yeah, the next page is right there. I know, it's very interesting. I'm gonna avoid the spoilers for you guys. But can we get a discount on Stro-Zero? No, I'm sorry. You'll have to find a substitute. You can't find anything, that good. What a deal, right? What a deal! Sponsor Kronii again for Bookwalk. Next time, if you're interested, I would be more than happy to promote Stro Zero. Yeah. And where do we buy Stro Zero? Now, I can't tell you that. That's complicated. Can we have a Kron Zero? That is not a thing. I'm sorry. Very sorry. I'm not. This was a Stro Zero sponsor stream. No. No. No, no. I'm trending on cheaper. Oh yeah. Cheaper. I'm winning in life. Okay. Your voice acting is so amazing. Yeah, I gave it my all. I kind of stumbled a lot, but I hope it was fun, you guys. And yeah. With that, I have to bid you adieu. And again, thank you so much to Bookwalker for sponsoring this stream. And yeah. Hehe. And I will bid you adieu. Yuki Kokorone. More like Kokorayasumi. A bang. And once again, thank you guys for coming by. It was a real treat. Had a lot of fun with the Go XLR too. Hehe. Okay. Oyasumi.